been by myself, I don't need nobody. I did all this on my own, I put it on me. I've been down a lot, but could never take defeat.
Yo, what's going on? It's your boy Mr. Possessive, and basically today for this video I'm just gonna be showing you guys how to make my sick 1v1 map. This is definitely something outside of my comfort zone. I don't really make videos like this, so if the video is a bit unedited or extensive, bear with me. But other than that, let's just go ahead and get into it. Definitely shouts to Flea. This is definitely like his type of videos. I know that I'm like kind of, you know, doing his thing, his style. I'm just going to be teaching you guys how to make my 1v1 world, so let's go ahead and get straight into it. What you're going to want to do is you're going to want to go ahead and start off by creating a new island, make the block. I've already made one, so here's mine. What you're going to do is select it. You're going to go through, obviously. My bad. There's a couple ways you can do this, and there's a couple things for each part. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to come into galleries. You're gonna you're gonna want to find this specific one. It's the Elemental Cubes gallery. So you're gonna go ahead and grab this and you're just gonna throw it out. But for the purpose of the video, I'm gonna just grab this one so you can see the difference, because my 1v1 world has this one, but we're just gonna grab this one. And this is kind of the most painful part. What you want to do is have the grid snap to 8, and you kind of just gotta walk this down. Now you can either, you know, kind of just spam and go crazy. You can actually line it up. My advice to you would be line it up. It makes the next part a lot more simple. But what you're gonna want to do is you're just gonna go ahead and try to space this out, you know, each one like this. And I'm obviously gonna cut this out, but this is what you want to do all the way down. Alright, so once you and don't worry about there being like a little small gap right here, because later in the video you'll figure out why. But basically what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to go down and select each square, so you can duplicate this or copy and paste it, whatever you're going to call it, so it'll look like that. You know what I'm saying? You're going to want to just go down and select every piece, and from there what you're going to want to do is go ahead and actually let me grab it from this side. You're going to want to grab it and then just, you know, try to find that spot and go ahead and place it. I'm terrible with lining this up. Right about here. I actually messed that up, so I'm gonna have to delete this and retry to line it up. So I'm gonna cut all of this out. Once I line up everything again, I'm gonna go ahead and you know, show you guys from there. So I'll see you guys in a second. Alright, you guys, so I finally got it. It took me a minute. I did end up messing up a couple of these, but again, it doesn't really matter that much because you're not going to see this side specifically. And just overall, I'm not too picky on the lining up because nobody's going to come over here. This is a 1v1 map. You guys be 1v1ing. But once you get this part down, what you're going to want to do is try to locate like kind of the dead center of this. You're just going to want to cover the entire like cube part, right? You're going to want to find like what's to be the center to you, I guess. And you're going to come over, and what you're going to do is I do this part in metal, in my opinion, specifically. Line this up however I want to. We're going to say this is the middle for me. Wait, was that 6? 1 2 3 4 5 6. Yeah, okay. So once you do that, 1 2 3 4 5 6 2. So once you build your 6x6, this might even be a little too big. You might be able to go to like a 5x5, whatever. You're just gonna want to go over the top of this and place floors. So once you have all the floors placed, what you're gonna want to do, actually you can tell this isn't lined up in the middle. That's what I'm saying. For me, this doesn't matter, but for you guys, if you want to line this up more closer to the middle, so like it would need to be over like probably like 2 more spaces. Yeah, for me, I'm gonna line this up because the ship is gonna get in the way when I tell you guys to build the ship. So we're gonna do this. Better, it's more lined up towards the middle. But once you do that, you're gonna want to come back over here to the water. And again, this is kind of personal preference. I believe I did this one. But if you want to see your character like running on top of the water, choose this one. If you don't, if you want to see your character kind of run through the water, pick this one. I'm gonna pick this one for now. What you're gonna want to do is come over back. You're gonna want to change your grid snap to 2, and then you're gonna want to just cover each spot. So after you have this covered up, you're halfway done basically. Now it's already looking good. You got your water map, you got everything looking all saucy, you know what I'm saying? The nice water on top. It's about 10 p.m. for the time on this game. It's going into 11. But yeah, you can see the moon's coming out. I'm weak. Once you have this done, you're gonna want to come into your galleries, and 1 second, let me find it. Okay, so it took me a minute to realize this because I started placing other rocks down. But what you're gonna want to do, I'm sorry, this is where I added my own flair. He did the dude that I was like, you know, kind of basing what he did off as what I did. This is where I changed it up. So I went to the volcanic rock gallery, right? I took this one and I placed this down, right? And I grabbed this rock right here. Not this big one. Don't confuse these two, because some people I've seen do this. But what you're gonna want to do is rotate it, come over here, start placing it down, right? You just want to kind of press it in where it's like just like right about here, and you just want to kind of walk it like this all the way across. And I'm gonna cut this out when I'm done, when it's all the way across. So after that, once you do that, once you place rocks all around, this is kind of what I did, my own preference. I put a pyramid here, pyramid here. Some of you guys may want to choose the, you know, the black ramps or whatever, but I put pyramids for this part, where my 1v1 starts. So like, you know, when you like go to reset, you can just reset and it breaks the whole thing down. But after that, once you put the pyramids down, what you're gonna want to do is you're gonna have your item spawners. No, actually, no, sorry. Let me finish the other parts before I get into the 1v1 part. Now, once you put that part in, what you're gonna want to do is grab this bad boy right here. You're gonna want to come over here, grab this one. This is just my own personal touch that I added on. You don't have to do this, but if you want to, you can. You're gonna want to put these on top of the corners, so it's like that. Oh, that one's too high. My fault. Oops. Right about there. And right about there. Alright. And then something I also do, once I put these little 4 corner pieces in, you're gonna want to grab the torches. It's more room, but like if you want it to be even, where this will be in the dead center instead of there being like a little extra room over there, then build a 5x5. But for the next part, what you want to do when you're grabbing the torches, you can use this prefab right here. Doesn't really matter if you want like a colorful torch, but I use the regular torches, the fire ones. Or you can come up and use this one up here. So what you want to do, I'm gonna use the regular torch. You're gonna come throw this, you're gonna grab this torch, and then you're gonna just gently set it on top. I rotate it so it looks a bit nicer. You know what I'm saying? So that's just kind of personal preference. I just like to put the little torches in for the extra effect. You don't have to if you don't want to, but that's just me. So now for the item spawner, what you're gonna want to do is you're gonna want to grab this item spawner. You can still use the other one, but I just prefer this one now because it's a bit better and it goes under the water. You're gonna want to throw it off the thing, whatever. You're gonna want to grab it now, and then now you can gently, you know, just kind of put it either right here, and then put this one right here. And so now that the item spawners blend in, you know, they're underwater, you can just run over it. What you're gonna want to do, this is me, I put grapplers and pumps in. I don't really put in ARs anymore because other reasons, you know. So you're gonna want to grab the pump, equip it, and the grappler, equip. Do the same thing for this one. Item spawner, yes. 1 second. Don't make it cost anything. Bonus ammo off, run over pickup on, and then there you go. Now for the rings that you guys see in my 1v1 world that I have around them, you don't have to do those. I just do them for fun. but you don't have to do those. I do them just so, like, cause you know, like, obviously I turned on run to pick over or run over to pick up or whatever, so like I just put the rings around so it stops you from running into it and picking it up. But you don't have to do those. For the purpose of the video, I'll just show you how to do them. But what you're gonna want to do is you're gonna open up your prefabs again. Obviously, you're gonna want to come down and find the rings like these ones. Then you're gonna throw this big boy out like this. You're gonna want to grab this, and depending on which color theme you're gonna go for, mine, I just have the purple ones in my map, to be honest, but you can do any of these colors. I'm gonna stick to the purples for now. You're gonna want to grab this middle ring right here. You're just gonna turn it over on here. Now for the rotation axis thing or whatever, for the rotation axis, you're gonna want to have it on pinch so you can rotate it on its side like this. And you're gonna want to resize it just a little bit, you know, make it a bit smaller so it's not as big. And then obviously I can't line it up right now because it's playing games, but you're gonna want to, actually I'm gonna make it a bit smaller, you know what I'm saying? So right about there, and then voila, you're gonna want to place that around it. So the rings are just so it stops people from running into the guns and picking up extra guns, like how it always happens. So what you're gonna do once you, or what you're gonna want to do once you place this, go ahead and just copy it over to the grappler. So line it up right about there, and boom. So now you just pick it up, and boom, you know, get straight into the 1v1s. All right, you guys. So for some weird reason, I guess they took the gallery out for the pre-built pirate ship. So like, unless I'm tweaking and I don't see it, yeah, unless I'm tweaking and I just don't see this thing, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, so I guess if you want the pirate ship that I have, you're just gonna have to come to this prefab and grab the Viking ship, and then throw that right about here. It doesn't look the same, but I mean, I guess it's still pretty cool, or whatever. Yeah. I go to the galleries, and I have the black walls around my map. You don't have to do this part, but I typically do it. Yeah, I grab this one right here, throw it. You're gonna want to select this wall, and just go around and kind of build it. Don't have to keep doing what I just did, which is going around and placing black walls. Again, do the select thing where you just, what the heck, where you just grab every wall like this, and then you select it. And then I only do this up about 3 levels, so like about, you know, I'll just do one more for the purpose right here. I just went up about 3 levels like that, and I'm gonna do it around all sides. Alright, so once you get all the walls around, you don't need to do this part, but I have this as my quote-unquote healing station, or whatever you want to call it. You're going to want to find the Kevy prefab, or whatever, you know, where the 2 Kevys are side by side. Where? These things right here, you're going to want to grab these. Voila. Throw it out. You don't have to do that. I just do it so that you can, like, you know, run up against the back wall and, you know, get your quick heal in. Like, you see how it's just healing me through the wall. This is why I just have it, you know, cool little, you know, trick or technique, whatever you want to call that. Right here, the particles gallery, I guess. And you want to go ahead and just throw it in a random spot, grab them. Which firework is it? It's this one. I only do 2 of these because they start sparking everywhere. So you're gonna place it right about here. You want to place it back because the further back you place it, the less chance it is it's sparking onto the 1v1 spot. Same with this spot right here. I'm gonna place it right about here. And I'm actually gonna. I meant to put the ship. The ship should be right here. That was my fault. The ship should be right here. It doesn't really matter though. You can place it on whatever side you want to. So for my next prefab, when you see all like the mystical particle dust or whatever, it's this prefab, which is the Kevin particle gallery. You're gonna want to throw this out. You're gonna select the big one right here, and then you're gonna come. Normally my ship would be right here, and I just put it on top of the ship, so it'd be like bam, so it'd be like right there. And then there would be another one right about here, you know, just kind of place them evenly. And then this is what you see, which is flying around all around my map. This is my own little personal touch I wanted to put on my own island. I'm too lazy to do it. But you're gonna want to grab this prefab right here, the Kevin destroyed island, and boom, like that. It spawns it. Grab the smaller one and start placing, don't place a lot of them, but place like 2 of them, like one like right here, you know, like one like kind of higher up, so they don't get in the way. Oh snap. I accidentally flew out the world. But grab this one. You're gonna want to place this one right around like here. You know what I'm saying? Where the heck did it go? There it is. That's kind of a personal, like, you know, touch I always wanted to put on. I'm too lazy to do it. But since it's for the video, I'm gonna do it now. The storm is coming in hot. GG's. Once you got all this, now that you have the island and everything is set up, what you're gonna want to do is for the color. Now this is just me. A lot of people comment like, why do you have such a dark world? I like it dark when I build. I don't like the lights on. I feel more cracked in the dark. But how you get it like that is you're gonna want to change it to 11 p.m. not a.m. Don't mix it up. And then you want to change the light brightness to 0, and then the light color to white, and then you want to change the fog to 0, and then fog color to red. And that's how you get it dark like this, so the colors look exotic in there, baby. And now that is how you build my 1v1 map. What I'm gonna do actually, for personal preference, when people say it's too dark, sometimes I'll change this. I'll change this to about 20% so you can actually see around. You know what I'm saying? But do that. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Normally I would remove, or I not remove, but I would move this ship right here, and I have the bigger ship. But for some reason they took the prefab out, so like they have like all the pre-built pieces of the ship. It's not pre-built for you though. But yeah, normally that's how everything would look. But other than that, yo, this is the world. I hope you guys do enjoy it. Let me get a little sky view of it for you guys so you can see it. Obviously I'm gonna change it back dark so we can get the, you know, the exotic colors. So yeah, look, this is what it would look like in the dark when you're building and stuff like that. You know, I prefer it dark. That's just me. That's my personal preference. You know what I'm saying? I like seeing it like this. If you have questions. Also, for the spawn pads, you want to put the spawn pads right here or behind these weapons right here. So you would put them like right here, boom, boom. But other than that, I do hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.